We can hear you, Cosmo. Somebody's got a wicked echo here.
Right.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. It's good to see all your faces.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Okay, how many of us have the T-shirt? Is it just me and Marshall with the T-shirts?
Oh, I should have. That was
Very
smart.
clever, very clever.
Ah, look, there's Lynn.
I like both sides.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Perfect.
I need a high chair for it to show while I'm talking, though.
Or you could just, can't you bend your screen down? There you go.
Well, yeah, but okay, you want to just have a tit shot, I guess.
Whoa.
No.
I'm getting old. Anything helps at this point. You know?
Fair enough, Marcel. Fair enough.
Yeah. How are you guys? Nice to see you all.
Good.
Yeah.
Likewise, freezing up here.
Bob is not in his office.
Bob is. Oh no, Bob's out driving around. So Bob prodded me a little bit today, and he said, "I know I'm not part of the original 9 people, but we lighted up first because of I forget what it was." Bob, what was that again?
Yeah. Well, we were at a lockdown. We were.
Uh-oh, and then we lose him.
Here goes Bob.
Oh, here's Gumper. Gumper in the house.
I'm surprised I made it myself. Trust me.
It's amazing. We had Bob here. He was about to tell us a story, and he got ditched.
No.
Yeah. So
I'll give you a fair warning. I'm in the middle of the construction site in my office, so I'm probably going to get interrupted like a dozen times.
it's all good. Hey, Chris, you know what's funny? I saw the thing you did the other day. I don't remember if it was a picture or a video. Your mic's off, Chris. And I couldn't believe how gray you were. I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen Chris in a little while, and he's freaking silver hair. Chris, turn your mic on, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We can.
Here's
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Cosmo.
Cosmo.
Hi,
All right,
Cosmo.
Cosmo, you win the background game.
You're not
Yeah,
in the most interesting place, Cosmo.
I knew somebody was going to do it. Somebody was going to do the background. Cosmo had a pretty funny story about that. Cosmo, so you've got the Empire State Building behind you, of course, and you're there, right? Oh, he's losing internet, I guess. Shit.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's weird because I think Cosmo's actually in New York right now, isn't he? Doing
He is.
the
Yeah, he's got Ground
Yeah,
Zero in the
yeah.
background.
Memorial. Yep.
He's
Yeah.
down at WTC area.
So that's not even a fake background. That's a real background.
There's
That's
Bob.
It's
crazy.
a real live background. Hey, Bob's back.
Bob's back.
You know,
You guys
I
should-
try-
Oh,
No,
Bob's
no.
gone again. As soon as he talks, he disappears. I think I'm going to
He's
leave
like a
Bob in the
West
penalty
Waldo.
box. I'll leave Bob in the penalty box for a bit.
I wanted to
So,
put one of the red photographs as a digital background, but apparently on this format where you need a green screen, you can't just like put up a picture like you do on Zoom.
yeah, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. It's a little more complicated because it's all live stream. So, but it works pretty well and it's easy to use. And so, anyways, I wanted to first of all welcome everyone from We Make Events, and we're not everyone. We're 7 of the original 9 or 10, I guess. But I was thinking about this probably while I was on a call with Brad a couple weeks ago and said, yeah, we got to do a little get together. It happens to be on the 1st. And I'll tell you, I was looking back today at some of the, I was just looking for images and videos and stuff. And I was just like, wow, this stuff is so cool. But I mean, this just popped up on Facebook today. You know how you get your, it's been a year things on Facebook, your stories from a year ago. So this popped up. I thought that was kind of cool. But I mean, looking through these images and videos and stuff, it's really pretty friggin' incredible, the stuff that went on and how it all came together. And so quickly, I want to remind people that we were on our Fun and Furious weekly happy hour call on Zoom. And one of the Brits, and I think was it Steve Warren who brought it up and was
Warren.
talking. Yeah, he was talking
He
about
proposed
he was talking about the thing that they did in England and how they lit whatever it was, 800 buildings or 715, I think was the number, buildings throughout London. And, you know, me being the knucklehead that I am, I'm like, well, we should be able to do at least whatever the number was that I said, 1,500. And then you guys all, you know, with a couple of glasses of wine in you and stuff, started going, yeah.
This will be easy.
And yeah. So next thing you know, we're like, okay, are we really doing this? Yeah, we're really doing this. Who wants to be on the committee? And, you know, a bunch of you knuckleheads raised your hands and said, yeah, I want to work for free as hard as I've ever worked in my life and maybe even spend money on expenses while I'm doing it. And so suddenly we had this exploratory committee and we had a meeting a couple days later and said, okay, are we really going to do this? And I think it was Gumper or someone who said, are we going to do it? I've already got shit going on. I've got people lined up and I've got this and I've got that. And, you know, all of a sudden it's real, right? And we're going after this thing and we're going to do it. And we, you know, from there it just went nuts.
Changed the date, and then we changed the date.
Oh, shit, yeah. What was our original date?
I forgot about that on purpose. Thanks for the reminder.
August.
That was a nightmare.
It was August something. It turned out to be somebody else.
I think it was like the 27th or 28th or something. Yeah,
I think you're right.
The closing day of the RNC, right?
that's what it was.
Right, right.
Oh, right. That's what it was.
And it was the
Yeah.
red color.
Yeah. And then everybody started freaking out that they weren't going to support it because it showed support for Trump and all this stuff, which really it just showed support for us at the end of the day, right? But whatever.
It was like mixed messaging that was going on.
It was.
It
It got people a little freaked out. So
and look at how
you know,
successful September 1st was. It was really amazing. Truly one of the most amazing efforts I think I've ever been involved in. That
me too.
was organic.
Me too.
So
Absolutely.
Welcome back, Cos. Yeah, I mean, you know, the change of date was tough. I think in the end, it was probably a good thing that we did it. The next major sort of attack on us, you know, past the change of date was the thing from, what were they called? NEVA. Right, NEVA, when they wanted to shut us down and they couldn't support us and all of that kind of, and unless we change our date again and then again and then again, they were not going to support us. And then they went out obviously and told all their venues that they didn't want them in support of our thing. And, you know, that was a tough one. You know, Brad called me and said, you know, what are we going to do? And, you know, I think it was like sort of a, you know, we can't negotiate with terrorists sort of response from me. You know, we can't allow these people to put a gun to our head.
That's about right.
Screw them. We're holding on, and you know, we're not going to fall to their bullshit. And onward we went. And you know, luckily it ended up being the right call, but it could have gone either way, I guess, at that point. So, but they certainly showed their hands that they didn't want anybody else involved in their little windfall, which, you know, the future went on to show us that that was exactly true. You know, they got the SVOG deal and squeezed us all out of it. So good on them. Bad for us.
Right.
So it's Cosmo, it's pretty appropriate you are where you are right now doing what you're doing. Even though it's not attached to our what we're doing, but
just in
you
general.
were kind of in the same spot last year, weren't you?
Yeah, it's funny because I was going over my Facebook memories and all the pictures of the red buildings here in New York, and you know, I worked all day here and then went down to Times Square, and you know, that was the night I saw the Empire State Building, which to this day blew my mind. Yeah, it's good to be back here again.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was sitting out there. We don't have internet.
Aren't you the one who basically?
What's that?
Aren't you the one who basically reported back to us that the Empire State Building was lit? Like we didn't even get the positive response back from them yet. You walked around the corner and boom, it was red.
And that's when I took pictures and sent them to everybody. That was an awesome night.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. You still
I
have
thought that was
sketchy
one of the
internet,
most interesting
Oh,
things
no.
about it was how.
That
obviously.
I said I thought that was one of the most interesting things about it was how many things popped up that we weren't expecting. Right, like there were a ton of things that came online that we had no idea about, and it took a long time to assess even what we thought the number was. And I still don't know if we got an accurate count, but we're at least 3,000.
The
And the
other
live
thing-
stream that we did, that was pretty amazing too. Like what, a 6-hour, 4-hour something live stream.
Live
from
stream,
coast to
yeah.
coast. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
Christian did amazing. I mean,
Christian was great. And
it
the
was
shows
so
that
cool.
were set up in Vegas and out in LA and in San Francisco, I mean, all over cities came together like it was a wonderful effort. Kudos to all of our team and our entertainment industry.
It was pretty freaking awesome. It was pretty freaking awesome.
The live stream was really interesting too, because a lot of people like that were press that we had sent stuff to for weeks and weeks saying, you got to cover this, you got to cover this, you got to cover this. You sort of didn't pay attention until we sent them the link and said, look what this guy is doing. And then all of a sudden, people all over the country started calling up and saying, who have you got in Orlando? Who have you got in Chicago? Who have you got in San Francisco? We need somebody online now. And it just sort of snowballed the entire evening.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like Charles Ford and Chicago and various, regional people just hopped right on those calls. It was great. I think.
Well, I think obviously another thing that made us real, quote unquote real, was all of the celebrity PSAs, the public service announcements that we got. I want to share a few of those in this little montage video here real quick.
It's me, Jack Black of Tenacious D.
Alice Cooper here.
Hi, this is Barry Manilow. Hi, everybody. I'm Billy Bob Thorne of the Box Masters.
Hey, I'm Dave.
Hey, I'm Dave.
David Draymond.
Hey, we're Dishwalla.
I am Vince of the Texas.
Everybody,
we are the Beatles.
My name's Kevin Cronin.
I'm Lance Bass.
My name is Leslie Odom Jr. This is Nicolette Robinson.
I'm Debbie Gibson. I'm Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm.
I'm Nathan Lane.
Hey, I'm Reba McEntire.
This is Robbie Krieger from The Doors.
Slash here.
It's Toby Keith.
It's Carlos Santana.
Hi, I'm Paul Rogers from Bad Company.
Hi, I'm Paul Schaefer.
And it's insane to watch that stuff. But wait one sec. The piece de resistance, my favorite.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Bubbles here. I know I don't have to tell you about the fact that there's a fucking dirty-ass virus, coronavirus, all over the planet that's fucking things up for everybody. And one of those things that got fucked up back in February is live music. Live events, everything's been canceled. All the fucking rock shows, all the live music events, everything has been canceled. But what you might not know is all the people that work behind the scenes to put on those live music events, like the roadies, like the sound guys and the light guys and the fucking, the bus drivers, truck drivers, the companies that put on all the stuff, the people, the roadies. They're making jack shit right now because everything's shut down, okay? And these people, they have families and they have kids and the whole thing. So there is a fucking program that can help. It's called Restart, okay? So if you go to wemakeevents.org to show your support, and there's hashtags. There's the hashtags you can use, or as Ricky calls them, delicious smokable tags. Get it? Hash? Anyway, look, so go there, wemakeevents.org, and show your support and try to get the government to pass this restart thing to help these people that are out of work, because this is bullshit. And then once this dirty fucking virus gets eradicated, it's game on, baby. Back to the live music.
I had a hunch that was what you were going to play.
Well, I mean, it's Bubbles. What are you going to do? It's Bubbles. What were some of your favorites? Anyone?
The Nathan Lane one was certainly well put together.
Which one?
Nathan Lane, Reba. Reba was great.
Yeah, Nathan Lane was in character. But Billy Bob, I got to say, when I saw Billy Bob, I just kind of sat back. I got goosebumps. I was like, holy shit, it's Billy Bob freaking Thornton, doing a PSA for us. What's going on? But I mean, the Bubbles one just put a smile on my face, and I see it now, and I still laugh every time I see it. The dirty fucking virus. Awesome.
And how did Chuck Schumer not respond to that? I mean,
Exactly. Like, who made a bigger statement than that?
Got sucked in by Save Our Stages.
Well, I love it when Billy Bob Thornton said we're not pirates in the Caribbean when we're not on the road.
That was fantastic. So what? Anybody got any mega challenging things that you want to bring up? Like, I mean, there were millions, obviously, but we've already mentioned a couple. Obviously, NEVA trying to shut us down, the change of date thing for the damn GOP convention. Anything else? What were some big challenges?
Every casino saying no.
That's true.
The casinos, yeah.
That did sort of pull the wind out from the sails in Vegas. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my God! All the casinos. It was like a friggin' monopoly kind of thing, or what do you call that? Antitrust suit.
Yeah.
All the casinos just got together and said, "Screw these guys."
Vicky and the team here recovered nicely and came up with the great show with the support of everybody else. But yeah, that was a huge blow that we thought we were going to have. Absolutely.
That was tough.
And yeah, for me, getting city buildings to join in, which happened at the last moment, but for weeks, I had been literally walking the streets of Orlando, figuring out who could do this and how we could do it. And it came together, and it was great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, what about just the challenges of COVID? That made it really hard to put crews together and to get all this stuff done. I mean, one of the really amazing things was seeing how happy people were to work for free. You know what I mean? It's a gig. Like, they were just so happy
to come to the shop and touch gear.
It was
out just
It was a gig with a mission, so it was even better. It had a mark.
And I think it was good timing too, because it was about 6 months into COVID, so people had largely been given up hope or shut down. So it was kind of a great timing to people were on their last straw to be able to give them some energy to get through the rest of it.
Right. And also on the timing. On the timing, I think we all just came to the realization that, hey, this shit ain't going away anytime soon. This is like for real. Like, we're stuck. So it was pretty desperate times right at that moment.
Right, and who knew last September that here we would be a year later, and a lot of people are still not back to work.
There is.
Yeah. I mean, thank God for Gateway, or Cosmo would still be sitting here going, shit, anybody got a gig? I mean, the guy's the freaking LD for two of the biggest bands in the world, and he's sitting here with his thumbs up his ass. Well, not anymore. I mean, Gateway's got him pretty busy, but it's freaking ridiculous.
It's amazing to think. And I got dates for Aerosmith today, and they start rehearsals in March, but our first show's still not till May.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and AC/DC heard nothing.
Wow.
I'm sure they're going to come to you soon and say that rehearsals are in March and their first show's in May. That's coming. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know how to work a console or program lights or load a truck, but I'm happy to fill in for you on AC/DC Cosmo if you need me. I mean, just because I'm your buddy, if you need me, I'll be there.
It's all right. You can go deal with Steven Tyler.
No, I said AC/DC. Come on now. Yeah.
Speaking of Times Square, where's Matt? Is he still on that cruise ship, or what's?
By the way, Matt said hello, everyone, and I'm really sorry I'm not here, but he's actually driving through some tropical storm or something, headed to a gig in Boston. He called me like a half hour before this, and he said, I really wanted to make it, but it's bad. So he couldn't get on.
He could have put his phone down on the console.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, Bud. Yeah, another
surprising number of folks that we expected to jump in that didn't, and then, like I said, a whole bunch that we didn't think were going to and last minute did. you know.
Yeah.
Empire State Building, the Seattle Space Needle. That was a surprise one that we didn't really have confirmation on. I think San Francisco said also what did they say? What was their story? They had the helicopter out, and they were able to get something to do with the stadium there, the Angel Stadium or something. I don't remember exactly, but they gave them like special clearance to do it last minute because they happen to have a helicopter shooting. But
I want to give a shout out to Barbizon for setting up the T-shirts. I know they
Yeah,
mostly
absolutely.
New York, and then a few of us got some surplus, but they were really great. Stepped up to the plate and got them out there.
No, I mean, all in all, the companies, you know, we'd be remiss to not mention the companies because, yeah, the people, it was amazing the things that people did working for free, sometimes in really bad conditions, you know, with,
Agreed.
you know.
And Roscoe with the artwork.
Yeah, but I'm talking,
manufacturers
but I'm talking about Christie Lights and Upstaging and all the rental companies out there, PRG, of course, who provided just endless amounts of gear. And look, it's Bob back again.
He's in his
he's
and
inside
the
now.
the little mom and pops everywhere. You know, all the production companies, even the small houses came out. You know, Laser down in Miami, Laser Production came out. You know, it was an amazing turnout and support from all aspects of the industry, whether it was crew, manufacturers, production companies, the whole kettle of wax.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's funny. Bob is back and he's in his office, but he still looks like he's on dial-up internet.
Hey, Bob.
At least we have a picture of him. Yeah. Hawaii has lost their internet. Blame Trump.
Too relaxed there. They're not allowed to work.
That's true. That's true. They need to paddle harder to get internet working. So, any other like wicked challenges that you guys know of? You know, I know, like, I was very involved in that live stream with Christian, and I was constantly, I had one phone in one ear and another phone I was texting on, you know, it was just constantly like, okay, who's coming in next? We got to get them in. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Okay, we're going to put you live now. I mean, it was probably like a video shoot in the 60s or something when, you know, things were much more complicated. Yeah, it was so bad. You know, some of the things that we had to try to do to get people up on a little computer screen or a phone screen. But in the end, it worked. You know, I haven't really gone back to rewatch it to see how bad it was, but we got a lot of good comments and stuff. Jeff Ravitz, let's shout out Kinetic, who donated gear and crew for the Coliseum. That was a big one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. No, Bandit. I mean, Bandit had so many big things in Nashville and Knoxville, but the Nissan Stadium was all lit in red, and the Grand Ole Opry, and just incredible venues and incredible buildings and stuff too. Did we get the guitar red? I think we did, didn't we, on the Hard Rock?
Yes.
Yeah, we got the guitar red.
Sure. Peter Moore.
Great photograph of that.
Yeah. No, that's what's his name? The Hard Rock guy. Come on. Oh my God. What the heck is his name? No, it wasn't Peter. Anyways, I'll remember his name.
I'm having a
Give me
senior
a minute.
moment on that one as well, too. I'll remember when we get off.
Well, mine's not a senior moment. I'm not senior yet, so.
We'll forever be a child. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I love that so many people around the country were doing their own things, and it was getting the reports of what was happening, what they were doing, and it was, like you said, everybody was just willing to do it for free, just to do something. And like when in Vegas, when that was all coming together, but it was just nice getting the reports from all the different areas and what was happening, and seeing the joy.
That night was, yeah. That night was just so incredible. I mean, just sitting there looking at the pictures, watching the pictures updating and stuff.
Right.
You know, it was just like, whoa, the social media.
Didn't Niagara Falls eventually go red too?
I still am not sure whether or not they did, or if it was a picture that was found from a previous time. But we had a picture of it red.
I think they eventually did.
I think Bobby Hale got up to go red. I think he did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got it to go red.
Yeah.
The Empire State Building was crazy because Brad and I and Mark Brickman worked on that for, a week. I mean, maybe more. I don't remember, but we worked on it like crazy. And we got right to the very top of the people who make the decision. And they were like, oh, I don't know. We have people who pay to do this stuff. And, we get a lot of advertisement and all this. Like they were kind of like, what's in it for us, right? And we're like, well, just feel good, it'll make you feel better because it's for Broadway and stuff. And they never did actually say yes until like the next day after September 1st. I think we got an official yes, we'll do it, or yes, we did it, or whatever. But we never got a yes, we'll do it. So it was such a great surprise when Cosmo sent us pictures of it. We were like, oh my God.
Well, I think the list just kept getting longer and longer and more impressive as cities were showing like what things they were doing. So it was like you didn't want to not do it,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember we started the week, and the one Comar fixture that I finally figured out how to turn red on the wall behind me was so impressive, But then by the end of the week, that just wasn't worthy anymore. It wasn't so good.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of people did their houses, which I thought was great. But people just put in and turned their street red, which was great.
Yeah.
Unless you're in Amsterdam, then it's a different deal. But
right.
Yeah, that's true. Different meaning altogether.
Now that Bob is there, if he can talk, I mean, what they did in that band shell, those photographs were really stunning there.
Yeah, those were incredible.
And the ship.
Well, Bob isn't really here. There's a picture of Bob here.
Right.
Oh, I see.
But Bob has dial-up internet.
They were able to do the, whatever that Navy ship is that's parked in the harbor. They got that lit up. I forgot about that.
That was incredible too.
Yeah. One of the frustrating parts about the whole thing was that it just fell at such poor timing and crossroads with all of the political things with Ruth Bader Ginsburg and all of the election stuff and Black Lives Matter and everything that was going on at that moment. That it was so frustrating after the fact that we didn't get the political traction that we were hoping. But
I forgot about that, Brad. Like the whole Black Lives Matter thing. So we were lighting up buildings in downtowns of cities that were literally being lit on fire by angry people and stuff, right?
Our Chicago CT guys took that truck out and they were getting problems with the cops and can't go down this road. Can't go down this road.
New York City got hugely scaled back last minute because of that, because nobody wanted it to look like it was some sort of an assembly or a march. We were going to get Local 1 and a whole bunch of people with cases and all this stuff out there, and it ended up being just an empty case push into Times Square with a reasonably small group.
Yeah. When I don't know that any kind of counter statement like red lights matter or something would have worked in our favor. That probably would have pissed people off.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Red lights matter. No.
People were pretty shocked.
Why didn't we think of that then?
Yes.
What's that, Ellen?
It's a shame we didn't think of that slogan then.
Oh, trust me, I did, but I was keeping my mouth shut for once in my long and painful life. Yeah.
I don't know. I want to just say a little kudos to the effort in Orlando. First of all Cosmo wanted was the Lake Eola fountain, which is the iconic symbol here in Orlando, to light up. And it was hard to do, but in the end we did it. And we got it. And I just, that was just so amazing. But also, I've known Cosmo since 1982, but we've never really worked together, and that was so fun.
Yeah.
I love him all the more.
No, you guys kicked ass again against all odds because none of the theme parks would jump on board with us. It was too political.
God. Right.
And so you guys kicked ass in Orlando. I mean, there were certain cities that just dove in head first right away and said, "We're supporting you." Then there were other cities that were just a nightmare. And, remember, I mean, Brad, we forgot about this too, but remember Canada wouldn't jump on board with us.
Yeah.
They had this whole fight in Canada where They didn't like our date. They didn't like our name. They didn't like what we stood for. They didn't
And their
like
government was
anything.
taking care of them.
Yeah. No, they had another organization.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They were.
They didn't like the color either. That was the other problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this Rob Gibson thing. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rob had us on live video or something, and that was during the live stream.
Yeah.
With the dude yelling at Rob. He was like a drunk homeless guy or something.
And yeah.
I totally forgot about that. That's an awesome one. I love that. Oh my goodness. Look who just jumped in.
Hey,
Steve Warren.
10th lockdown in the Philippines? That is crazy.
We could blame all this on Warren and what they did in the UK on the 11th of August, but you know.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, of course, that's how it all started. That was the catalyst that started. No, but look at this. I mean, what Steve said here, the magnitude of what we did became fuel for what they were doing. And they went from being a small organization. I don't know if you guys have followed We Make Events in Europe. They are unbelievable, the things that they've done and continue to do.
Yeah.
You know, they did all the things we had aspirations to do, but
haven't they gone kind of global, Marcel?
Yeah, it's an
pretty much, yeah. But in Europe, they're massive. In Europe, they're massive. Steve said, "Not my fault. You all smashed it out of the park." Well, Steve, you started it, so you were the catalyst. You started it. It always takes an idea to create a spark. You know, you need the spark, and you were the spark, and I was the you know, for whatever reason, the crazy recipient of the spark that, you know, created a bigger spark and got all of you guys for whatever reason. I don't know. I think once you're drunk, I'm able to like sort of, you know, puppet master you into doing anything. So yeah, no, I honestly, like, I've done some incredible things, as all of you have, and Cosmo, you're doing one right now that I want you to actually tell us a little bit about. But honestly, like, still to this day, when I talk about this, I still get goosebumps. Doing this thing that we did is one of the coolest things really that I've ever been involved in. And you know, me and Brad especially, and all of you too, but me and Brad were working ridiculous hours on this thing for that couple of weeks that we threw this all together. It was just insanely long days. Right. What was it, a week and a half?
3.5.
3.5. We had that much time? I didn't think we had that much time.
It was not enough.
I think we started like talking around August 10th and did it on the 1st.
No, we had our meeting on Friday the 13th because I think 13th or 14th, because the UK event was on a Tuesday the 11th and our happy hour was the day after.
Wednesday.
On a Wednesday, and by Friday we had our meeting, and by Monday we had like 16 regionals, and it was like, holy shit, I guess we're doing this.
And at that point, we were planning for like a week away.
Yeah.
I'm going back to, I'm in August right now in my calendar. And I'm looking at this just to get a full-on idea. We Make Events, NEVA. There was a NEVA meeting on Friday the 21st, so that ain't it. We Make Events inaugural was the 14th, Friday the 14th. You're right. So the whole idea sparked on the 12th of August. So what is that?
Like,
that's not even 3 weeks, right?
Yeah. No, it's not even 3 weeks. Like
it's insane.
Two-ish weeks.
Yeah, it's less than that, yeah.
I mean, we had to make hundreds of videos before then as well. We were
yeah, I mean, the stuff Chris had. Chris said, "I can give you a little bit of time," and then all of a sudden, he's our video director and all of these things, right? And it's like, okay, Chris, we need you to do this. What?
The hardest part was trying to keep all the venues from giving us specific sizes for each video that they wanted. Poor Rob and Matt were ready to strangle me.
Yeah,
I mean, it was ridiculous.
The fun with Raider Stadium, you know, making all the different ribbons.
Yeah.
Turn them over. Can't see them anymore.
Cosmo, I removed your computer and just put in your iPhone now.
Good.
Oh.
All right.
I kicked you out of the studio,
I can't
too.
get my computer over there.
That's right. I thought, going back a little bit to what Lynn was saying, but it was really cool too to see how many people it brought together of people that were acquaintances or contacts or maybe knew each other's names but had no idea. I mean, like nobody knew who I was, that's for sure, because I'm not in the rental and touring world. So most people were like, "Who the hell?"
You are now.
Welcome to the party.
Right.
Well, not only that, but competitors. You know, people who were like competitors were like really working together, which was great.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta love Bob Harmon. Here he comes in again.
He's trying.
Love the guy for his effort, man. Bob is just not a quitter. Did you just get off the phone with Comcast? Oh, Bob's frozen again. Just mute Bob and leave that picture there. Bob, you have no internet, my friend.
All right. Well, I was going to show you some pictures, but
Oh,
that ain't gonna work.
No.
You can't even get your own picture up.
That reminds me of I did a podcast with Joey from NSYNC, and it was me and I'm blanking on his name now. Hell, hey, I don't remember who we did the podcast, and my internet went out like 30 seconds into it, so it was completely useless for me. Luckily we were able.
Why were you on a podcast with Joey from NSYNC? Like, if there are two people I wouldn't put together, it's probably you and him.
No, it was.
Oh, it was for this.
It was. I'm completely blanking on his name. The guy up in upstate New York, the production manager that worked with Nikki.
Oh,
Quake.
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, Quake.
Quake, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Quake. He's the one that set it up because he knows him. So he got the podcast set up to do some promo for us, and I went on with him, and my internet was just like shit the whole time, so they just kicked me out. But he did a great job.
Well, just so you're all aware, Bob has left the building again.
Again? Oh dear.
Yeah, poor Bob.
Aloha.
Tell Bob to post
Yeah.
the pictures on
Tenacious, he'll be back.
Where's Nikki? She should be on here.
So the thing was, I was trying to keep it to the 9 original people, and then like Nancy May, for whatever reason, I sent to both of her email addresses, her personal and her work one, and I never got a response. A couple of people, and then Matt had to bail out at the last minute. So then I sent an emergency invite to Nikki, and I think it was probably just too late. So.
Well, speaking of
She's been working in Nashville on a new gig, so that's maybe what she's busy.
Who is?
Nikki.
Yeah.
Oh, is she? Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk to Nikki pretty regularly still.
Do you? We
Yeah,
were going to
just
try
to
to get
catch up.
together when I had to service my car up in Albany, which is near where she lives.
But speaking of Quake, in the middle of all this, his wife was hospitalized, and one of the Zoom or podcasts that I had him do, he was like in the waiting room of the hospital on his phone.
I remember that.
His wife got super sick right in the middle of the throes of it. He had to step out. I don't know where she stands at this moment, but I hope that she has recovered as best she can. It was pretty serious, though. You're right.
I think she
Who are we
was
talking about?
Quake.
Oh, okay.
Quake's wife fell very ill. Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that.
I hope she's
Yeah.
okay.
Now, what do we know about Peter Morris? Did he evacuate? I'm so worried about him.
Yeah, he evacuated.
Oh, he did?
Evacuated before his mandatory because the smoke was so bad he couldn't breathe.
Yeah. I wonder if he took that beautiful boat he slaved over with him.
He said he left the boat in the car there.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hopefully.
Leaving the boat there had to kill him.
Yeah.
That wooden boat that he's got is beautiful.
And the car, the Woody car he left as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, to where he lives.
Yeah.
It's
Cosmo,
right there.
why don't you take a minute and share with us what you're working on right now?
All right, it's raining. I was originally set up out there, then it started raining, then the internet went down, so I moved back in the garage. But I can't flip the phone around. But,
Why not?
So I'm working these. See if I can. I'm trying to. So we got the lights out yesterday, but today with the rain, we can't work on them. But we got them all lamped. I mean, I don't know if you can see. Here's all the lights covered up, waiting. This is the South Tower here.
You must be on HawaiiMobile.com or something. Hey, Cosmo, we can't hear you, buddy.
He's
unmuting Cosmo.
Yeah. But it's a cool
Oh,
thing.
and Bob Harmon's back, folks.
Yay!
Peter Morse and Mike Ledesma evacuated is what this is saying. So yeah, I wish them both the very best.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm on the internet that went.
Oh, hey, Cosmo.
So.
Yeah. So basically what you're doing is you're doing those towers of light for 9/11, obviously, with the space cannons.
Yes, and I mean I'll get away from. I mean I can't flip the phone around, but it's hard to see because it's so small. But that's what we call the South Tower.
Oh yeah.
As you can see, it's raining quite a bit today. It didn't rain most of the day, but now it's getting ready to pour tonight.
And what are those 7Ks?
Yeah, they're 7Ks. Yeah, each tower has
Nice view.
Each tower has 44.
Wow.
Okay.
And we have 2 spares, so there's 90 lights altogether. They sit in the storage for 50 weeks, and then we take them out. And yesterday we the lamps have to come out every year, so we put all the lamps in. We actually had one blow up yesterday, which is not pretty, but nobody got hurt, thankfully. But so this is the North Tower. Here, it's funny that this building wasn't here in the beginning, and they built it since, so they get a prime view of the lights. But as you can see, it's just a big parking garage.
Right.
That's crazy. When do they officially turn on?
We turn them on in the afternoon of the 11th, so that when the sun sets, they're on.
And you're already there putting them up on the 1st, huh? It takes that long?
Yeah, because what we always have Labor Day weekend off.
Oh.
We will usually tonight we would bench focus the light, but we'll do that tomorrow night, and then Friday we'll do focusing, and then we come in on Tuesday and Wednesday and focus, and then we come in the day before, and make sure everything's working, and then we do turn them on. We load out the 12th.
Well, Cosmo, I know this ain't a get-rich gig for you. It's one from your heart. So we certainly appreciate what you're doing, and it's a pretty amazing thing you're doing, and not surprising at all, of course. But thanks for all you do, my friend.
Well, it's like I said, it's my privilege. I'm great. I love being here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brings me.
You gotta quit walking around. We can't hear you now. We can't hear you now. We can't hear you now. Speaking of which, we now have Bob Harmon back.
Aloha.
Aloha, Bob.
Oh, and he speaks.
I do.
Yeah,
it's pretty amazing. I had to run a fresh wire, switch another internet, and try to
fresh wire. Oh my goodness.
And there's nothing I'm doing but talking to you guys because there's nobody I'd rather be with today.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Cheers to that.
Cheers to Bob.
Bob, that ain't booze in that cup, is it? Because it's like 10 o'clock in the morning or something.
Some of the best show and tells I've ever seen.
I'm not telling. But so let me tell you the story because I wish I could show you pictures, but StreamYard, I guess, takes a lot of bandwidth.
Yeah, you can try.
No, when I tried to open it, I crashed. So
well, before when you tried talking, you crashed. So maybe it's better now.
I'll tell my story, and then if I can, I'll try to do it at the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good.
There you go.
Smart.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, we opened, we lit the place on Sunday, 2 days early, on account of we were under strict orders and shut down. I got to tell you a sad story because we're shut down again virtually. All gigs over 25 people are canceled for a month, and I watched all my gigs disappear. It's kind of, I didn't mean to be a Donnie Downer, but part of the reason I wasn't right on at the beginning was I'm sure you know about the Van Gogh exhibitions with video across the country.
Right.
We had to pull it out a month early today.
Right.
Because they wouldn't accept that venue continuing over 25 people. That show is like meant for this kind of scenario, because if you have more than 25 people inside the thing, it's not the same exhibit. And anyways, I don't want to go there. What I really want to do.
That's super sad, though. That's terrible that we're still in that place a year later.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I went around and high-fived all these guys that I saw working, because we really went to town. We lit 26 venues. I did the first one at the Shell because, frankly, we weren't sure if we were going to get arrested. And we figured out it was better to do on a Sunday than when people would be reachable on Monday and asking, do these guys have permission for this? And because we did the Sunday already and I put the pictures out, Ellen was gracious and took our picture of the Shell, and it made national news, and it was out of the box. And I remember how excited you were, Marcel. And because we put that much effort in on Sunday night, everybody else on the island went, holy shit, I'm there. I'm doing it too. And 25 more followed us. And it was really, really thick and thin. Everybody else on the island.
Somebody's got a crazy echo going here.
Who's watching the live stream?
Anyways,
live streams are awesome.
So, chat amongst yourselves for a sec. I'll see if I can bring up a couple of photos and
everyone say a small prayer.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, what's happening in Vegas? Are you guys still up and running? Everything happening there?
Yeah,
Brad, that's all you. I haven't been there in months.
Right. Yeah, it is.
Where are
I'm
you?
I'm actually in Vegas today.
Oh,
It's busy.
Yeah, no,
normal.
There's mask mandates, but no social distancing or anything. A handful of things have canceled, but they've been at the discretion of the show, not by any restriction of the government. So that's a positive thing, and we'll hope that it sticks that way.
Anybody see the Usher residency when it opened?
No.
We saw your write-up.
Well, I know, but I didn't get to see it live. I thought maybe somebody might.
No, I just got to see our parking lot completely full this morning when I drove in, which was awesome.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, we got 4 to 6 prep big jobs happening right now in our warehouse in Vegas.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's good.
Oh, that way makes up for the car show going down.
No, we got paid. We got paid for the whole entire thing.
Did everyone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So it's a free
Except
show.
the car companies, I guess.
Yeah.
Everyone except the car companies.
Yep.
Got paid, yeah.
It's your highest margin show ever.
Ever. They didn't have enough union guys on site either, so we got to do a lot of the stuff ourselves.
Wow.
Huh. Even better.
No internet, Bob. Did you get your pictures?
Yeah, Bob, are you gonna?
I'm close here. Apparently, I've got to be able to share some things with you guys. I got to do a Google acceptance thing. Yeah.
Google acceptance should be just the share button at the bottom.
I tried, and then it said I got to allow Google Chrome to allow my screen to be recorded.
Oh, this is going to get messy.
What happened to good old Zoom?
This is what happens when you get lighting guys on a video call.
Yeah, it does happen. Well, Cosmo, when we were in the intro, Cosmo goes, "Can you guys hear me?" Yes, Cosmo.
I thought that was
hear
you. I thought you said that, Marcel.
No, that was Cosmo.
Oh, you said it too.
That was Cosmo.
It was his best impersonation of you.
See, I know you guys don't know this, but when we go on these live streams, I can see you at the beginning when we're getting ready to go on. So if you're picking your nose or fixing your hair like Marsha was or whatever.
It actually tells us that. It says the host can see you.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
I try to make use of that time.
Yeah.
I thought I had a secret, but I guess not.
Not really.
Bob, what the hell is going on with your pictures?
I'm working on it, buddy. Just keep talking. I got to go through some silly thing with Chrome. One sec.
So, you know how some people pose on Facebook and pretend that they're somebody else? Do you guys know who? I'll give you everyone a guess on who Judge Sylvester is. I'll give you a hint. He's a lighting designer. I'll give you another hint. He's based in New York, perhaps upstate New York. Anyone? Cosmo, I thought you'd know.
Cool
My
call.
game is losing steam here, Marcel.
Okay, I'll give you another hint then. He was the longtime lighting designer of a band that rhymes with Shitalica.
John.
John Broderick. Johnny Broderick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Long Island, the Hamptons, not upstate.
Whatever. It's all the same to me.
Overstate.
Yeah. It's all upstate from Florida.
Absolutely.
Has anyone ever been to Prince Edward Island? I was just in Prince Edward Island for 5 days. What a friggin' incredible place. Cosmo, you been there?
Yes.
Really?
Oysters,
what the hell
oysters.
for?
We were, who was I with? It was, we took a side trip to eat oysters.
Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, the night before I flew out of there, we went to some place downtown and had a happy hour thing. And it was $1 oysters.
And they're the best.
That's cool.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I'm in trouble. Now everybody go friend Judge Sylvester on Facebook. There can only be one.
Make him nuts.
Make him nuts. Yeah. Okay, so Bob, you know we're going to hit a wall here on a time limit, right?
Well, I know.
Are you just hoping that we get there?
Yeah. We might have to catch this on the second anniversary.
He got a year to get it ready.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
Rob's show and tells are spectacular once they happen, I'm telling you.
They are.
I know.
So are we going to
Any
have
other
another
comments?
real life reunion in person at whatever our new watering hole's going to be in Vegas, God willing, on the night and for LDI?
Yeah, this is where we should decide that. What is the new circle bar, right?
I thought we were doing the circle bar. Andy?
Bar at
I was going
LDI.
to say, yeah.
Get on the floor.
Wasn't that Dearson's task to find our new watering
It was
hole?
Dearson's task, but now Dearson, and I'm giving another person up here. So Dearson's buying a house in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Next to what's his name? What's that? What's the EDM? The Asian EDM guy's name?
Oh, Steve. Aoki.
Steve
Yeah,
Aoki.
Steve. Yeah, yeah. Next to Steve Aoki,
Summerlin? Where are they moving to?
somewhere out there.
Henderson.
Yeah,
Summerlin.
down by us, down by CT.
Oh.
Bob is gone again.
No, it's Summerland, isn't it?
No,
No.
Steve's on the other side.
You know who used to live in
Oh.
Summerlin was Steve Cohen. Remember that house he had out there?
I do. Yeah, I had dinner there several times.
Wow, that was a place.
So, Andrew,
Nice.
how's
Yep.
the
Nice
center
guy.
bar look for LDI?
Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm
gonna be
that's one of my
amazing.
little tricks. We're recreating the center bar on the show floor.
So
No
I got
way.
yeah. So I got two.
So
two
drinks are going
clients.
to be $30 buying them
Yeah,
from Freeman or whoever it is.
So I got
catering company.
Oh,
I got
Bob's
two-
coming back in with no internet. Oh my goodness,
Poor
Bob. Should we give him another chance?
One
What do you
more.
guys
Sure,
think?
why not?
All
So-
right. It's
so
just 'cause
Andrew
it's Bob.
Andrew and Ellen. I got two clients that just hired us to do LDI boost for them, and I'm trying to pull me out of retirement.
Great. Do
And
it.
then they saw the floor plan with the center bar in the middle, and they're not even close to the center bar. So now they're going, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Look at Bob's desktop.
That's
This
way
gives me
too
a
organized.
headache.
Fabulous.
I know.
Hold on.
Tell him to call Kelly and get near the bar.
I was going to say, what's
That's
that
what I
porn
said.
folder?
I tried to, but they're mad. Sorry.
Tis.
I told them to put another bar in their booth, and it'll be easy.
Yeah.
So you got to send me pictures, Andrew, when you get it.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to do from the show floor. Drinks are going to be $100.
I'll get you some.
I remember the one time when Chris, you remember the one time when Peter Johansson brought in like a half a container of beer?
Yep.
And
Carlsberg.
Martin beer.
Yeah,
Martin
Carlsberg.
beer, and then they wouldn't let him give it out on the booth.
Yep.
We had to buy beer from whoever the
show vendor was.
Smart companies bring it in road cases when they load in their booth.
No, we did a whole half a truck. We did a whole
we're
half
talking
a truck.
thousands of beers. Like we're not talking a couple cases hidden in road cases.
All right, I think
Thousands and thousands of beers.
Are you ready now? Knowing that, Bob?
Do I have it?
There you go.
Nice.
All right.
Yay!
So that's the first hint. This is from Kapiolani Park, when people were driving by going, what the hell is happening over there? And this was off a drone. This was road cases with, fairy lights on it. And that's the picture that,
that's so beautiful.
I love that picture.
So beautiful.
With the full moon, that's gorgeous.
Oh, great.
Laser, a buddy of mine helping me on programming. That's my symphony, the symphony that we got to set up 10 feet apart so that they could play, because we wanted to show the loneliness of it. If you're really look carefully, being a lighting guy, lit them from the sides, and you can actually see the shadow in the background on the right, stage right side.
Oh, right.
We played, so, that's what lighting guys do.
That's beautiful, though.
That's our director for the Hawaii Symphony. This is Elvis, because, of course, we're an Elvis. And Elvis, of course, wore a mask as well.
You wore a mask.
How does he snort cocaine and take pills through a mask? That's curious.
Very difficult.
So there's the arena. Here's the theater is going around the island. We're going back and forth because I'm just showing you the concert hall. This is Theatrics, another company here, a sound company that all the effort, the total effort they could do was 2 red lights in the warehouse. But okay, Watanabe Floral, which has about 50,000 flowers a day, servicing Hawaii, and had come to a stop as well.
Oh my goodness!
And that's the freeway in front of it. Blaisdell Center. Here's the Aloha Stadium.
Cool.
Back to the arena where Blaisdell Center is red tonight. Red alert restart.
Oh, that's great.
These are just. That's our Hawaii Theater. And the inside, and that's the stadium come nighttime with beams to the sky. That's Hawaii Stage and Lighting helping us out.
That's amazing.
As I say, we had 26 venues throughout the island. This is over Waikoloa on the Big Island. I mean, this was a buddy of mine that took his Comanche Jeep and red lights on it and underneath and just move it around town.
That's hilarious.
Got a Sharpie on the roof. and please notice the cape.
That's hilarious.
Funny.
Very cool.
That's our director of auditoriums. Once more of the shell. That's the overhead drone shots. Yeah, that's just me being happy about it.
What a smile. Happy to be doing a free gig.
Well, you got to. Now, can I get out of share? That's the good question.
I can kick you out.
Please, kick me.
Gone.
There we go.
No, thank you so much for sharing that. That was cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, it took some real effort, I'll tell you.
You know what else that I forgot about, and then today I saw some pictures, was these guys, what were we calling them?
And then he disappeared.
Remember the guys, and then Bob's gone. Remember the guys where they were driving the trucks around with lights and they were just lighting buildings?
Well, that was in Vegas, wasn't it?
That was in New York.
It was also
Gorillas.
in Chicago. It was also in Chicago as well.
Yeah, they were, Tennessee as well. Yeah. And hi, Bob.
Hey, I get my
Bob's
photo.
name now is No Internet Bob Harmon.
That's it.
No, I think that my
No
favorite
inter-
of the road folks with trucks, with lights on trucks, was the guys that went to Local 1 and lit up their office. 'Cause they
Yes.
didn't wanna play.
Oh yeah, that one was crazy. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was great.
Well, wasn't it? Was it you, Gumper, who thought, "Let's do that in Vegas. Let's just light buildings from
We almost
Las
did
Vegas
it.
Boulevard."
Yeah, someone talked us out of it.
Oh, Bob has fans out there. Jeff Ravitz.
Hey, Jeff Ravitz, we took road boxes for the lights we had, shaped them in the lettering of hashtag We Make Events. I actually saw it in one of the ones that London did and said, that is so awesome. And we knew we were going to do a drone shot. So I think we might have spelled it a little better. We really...
What were the lights?
I can tell you the IA that was helping us out just said, why are we doing this? We already have the lights on stage. What's with the twinkle lights? You know? But,
Well, you know what? It got Jeff Ravitz to ask a question, and that means it was pretty freaking cool, right?
Well, not only that, because of Jeff Ravitz, I made sure that I read his book and color corrected it.
Yeah. That's perfect. That is perfect. Yeah. I mean, I think we're running out of things to complain about and to talk about, but I will tell you guys that I'm super grateful for all of you and for how many people, Brad, did we end up thinking that were working with us on this?
Somewhere between 7,000 and 10,000.
Wow.
That's our estimate.
You know, that's completely ridiculous. It's just completely ridiculous. It's unfathomable. However you say that word. I've had a big fat glass of wine.
Oh,
By the way, I'm up in the Canadian Rocky Mountains. It's pretty beautiful here today.
What was that, Jeff?
Jeff, what'd you say?
What did Jeff say?
Yeah,
Jeff was giving a shout
He
out
was
to
just
Bob.
he was giving you props.
Oh, that's nice.
He was giving you props, Bob.
Thank
And wait, Andrew's got a beagle. Are they still working?
Still working. I got one here keeping us safe.
That's great.
Wow.
I love them. We have 4 of them.
I have to say that Hannah Kinnersley, who's working with us, is looking for another beagle story. So if you've got one, give her a call. She loves those dogs.
Oh yeah, no.
I love them too.
They've been great. We've had 3 people we've caught here on this job site.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Now, can the
Wow.
dogs tell if you're vaccinated or not?
They don't really care if you're vaccinated or not. They just sense when you're contagious.
Wow.
Can you bribe them? Like if you're contagious and you've got cookies,
Listen,
can you make them go away?
They love treats.
We'll work for treats.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you're contagious and you've got the Rona, you can give them treats and they'll go away.
Throw the treat away from the dog, and then they won't come by you.
No, I found
Exactly.
out yesterday coming through the San Juan airport that the beagles there are not only drug dogs, they're agriculture dogs.
Yep.
You
They
have an
smell the
apple
meat.
or an
Yep.
even an apple or an orange or a banana, they go right to your suitcase, and you're
Yep.
not allowed to take fruit into the United States.
No. Beagles are very smart. Very smart.
I can honestly tell you I've never found a more difficult place to get into than Prince Edward Island. It's unbelievable. I mean, they've got like 20 cases in all of Prince Edward Island, and they're very proud of that, and they're trying to keep it that way. So I can't believe the stuff that you have to fill out and comply with. And then our flight got in late, like 1:30 in the morning, and still every single person on the flight in a tiny little airport had to be checked. We all had to be tested.
Wow.
So
Well,
yeah, it's pretty
when you're on
crazy.
an island, is it really an island?
Prince Edward Island?
Yeah.
It's really an island. Like they don't even have there's no roadkill or animals. Like there's no deer. There's no, so I don't want to get into the story, but I just met a full brother, same 2 parents as me that I didn't know I had. And I went there for his 70th birthday last week. That's why I was in Prince Edward Island. And so he's got a 37-acre piece of land. And then, hey,
This is Massimo.
how you doing, Massimo? Massimo, the space cannon dude.
He's in charge of the lights. He's the man.
Cool.
Yeah. Go fix them. Go fix them, Massimo.
Andrew, can you hold up that dog again a second? I want to take a screenshot.
I gotta.
Cosmo, good man.
That's right.
Hey, Cosmo's okay. Bye, Cosmo.
I gotta go, guys. It's been it was a pleasure what we did, and I'm proud to be part of it. And I unfortunately we didn't get what we wanted to get out of it, but at the end of the day, we let people know, and so many people got involved. Just amazing to me how many people got involved.
What it was all about.
Yeah,
that's what it was all about.
You guys, I got so many new friendships now with so many new people, and thank you.
Indeed.
Cosmo, thanks, buddy. We appreciate you, bud.
And here's to the 9/11
before
tribute.
Cosmo goes. I just noticed all year on Facebook, he was like so caring and sending people birthday messages and saying like, I know it's been a tough year. I hope you're okay. Thinking of you on your birthday, as opposed to just, hey, happy birthday or have a fabulous birthday. I mean, he was, and I've never met you, I don't think in person, but it was just, that was so meaningful to me. It was really great.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's the kind of guy he is.
I appreciate that.
Real men.
It was really, really noticeable and really meaningful.
Cosmo's the best.
Yep.
You guys,
Drink to
I
that.
love you all.
All
You
right.
too, buddy.
I'll see you soon.
We'll see you later.
All right, bye.
So,
All right, folks. Well,
okay.
I can't say enough about all of you and about the. What did you just say? 7,000 to 10,000 people, Brad?
Yep.
Yeah.
3,000 something that were lit and 7,000 to 10,000 volunteers.
How do you 7,000 to 10,000 people who were not being paid? It wasn't about ego. It was just, hey, let's help us all. Let's try and do something to help us all. It's the hardest I've ever worked for or not for money. I can tell you that. And the most enjoyable, the most I don't know, it was just so cool. And in the end, I mean, we didn't turn it into the organization that we had hoped to. Why? Because I think for my own self, I discovered that I'm probably better at for-profit companies and trying to figure out how to keep people employed and stuff than I am at not-for-profit or these charity types of businesses and stuff. I mean, some people are really good at that. The guys in the UK are unbelievable. And so we did what we did. We did it really well.
It's hard to force people to do stuff for free. It is.
I think also that
they want to have to do it.
A huge testament to the character of the kind of people that our industry attracts, who our colleagues and peers are, and the fact that we really do what we do because we love it and we do it with a heart and passion, no matter what it is.
Well, the fact that all of you were willing to put your lives aside, for the period of time that we needed to, for the amount of hours and the amount of effort and everything else. I mean, it's incredible. And 7,000 to 10,000 people, it's just unbelievable. All of this, I just wish I could group hug you guys and 7,000 to 10,000 other people, but it was cool. And, I love you all for doing it. And I hope we never have to do it again. I will tell you that part.
I want to give
really
a shout out to Marcel's happy hour, because I know that for
that one.
That was emotional lifeline we all had. We look forward to it, and Marcel, we loved it. Thank you.
Well, I think we might have to do a comeback happy hour here at some point in the next couple of weeks or something, just to get a bunch of people drunk and have some fun again. So
for sure,
might have to do it. This thing is more official. This whole venue thing, it's a little more, official. So we might have to go back to just a drunken, stupid happy hour where we all pick on each other.
Got to do it right before LDI for sure.
That's right.
Yeah, or maybe at LDI. Why don't we do an LDI happy hour?
Yeah.
There you go.
Live from the
We'll all
circle
sit there with our
bar.
laptops.
Yeah.
So, for curiosity, who's going to Plaza, which is just around the corner?
The only reason I'm really not even considering it is because my son happens to be racing in the UK for the entire month of October. And I'm going at the end of October to see him at a race called the Formula Festival. And I'm just not going to go twice to the UK in 30 days. So
Very cool.
passing.
No.
For no other reason, though. I'd love to go. Yeah, I have no choice on that one. I got to go. All right, folks.
Thanks, everybody.
I can't thank you all enough, and I appreciate you. And
can I suggest
be good.
A camera fist pump here, like there, all around. Come on, everybody, fill the screen.
Like Captain Planet.
Thanks, guys.